guys, Walter here. Do you ever notice when you go to start a job or to do a project, one job always leads to another? 99% of the time, it's not just one job, it always leads to another job. I went out there to see if I can jump off the battery and check it out on the lawnmower today. Wound up in 3 or 4 jobs. Seems like it anyway. Anyway, that's just today's video is about my riding lawnmower. I started out trying to just jump off the battery and see if I could cut the grass. But like I say, it always leads to one job to another. At 2 or 3 points in the video, I might have mentioned that fact. Anyway, I hope you'll listen to my this is going to be a 2-part series. Turns out I have to go get a new battery, and I'll explain why. But the title of today's vlog is, does a bad battery affect the PTO on your Grasshopper lawnmower? And it's looking very much like it does. Anyway, come along with me in the garage and let's see what we can do with this lawnmower. Alright viewers, I'm in the garage today. Really need to clean up this messy garage, but I'm going to work on the project. First I had to sweep the garage out. Every time we get in a new car, I'm tracking grass in the car by not sweeping out the garage. The wind blows it in under the door. When I mow the lawn out there, I guess, the wind comes right up that hill. Anyway, it looks a little better. It's not covered with dust, and we don't get straw and grass all in the car. But I want to work on my lawnmower today. I don't know if we got enough lighting in here or not. I'll show you what the problem is. The battery's dead because I let it sit. But I don't use ethanol gas, so it should be still good gas in there. You would think to get to the battery, like most riding lawnmowers, you raise that seat and the battery would be right there, but all I got is a fuel tank. When you follow these wires off the starter, they go up inside this fender. So the battery is down inside the fender somewhere. It looks like I can take these big bolts out of here and lift the fender off. That's what we're going to try to do. Why would they hide the battery? So you can't, most people got a riding lawnmower in their garage or their basement or utility building, whatever, and the battery's dead. You just jump it off with your car or another battery charger or something. You can't even get to the battery on this thing. Okay, them bolts look like about a 1/2 inch or maybe 9/16. Let's go with let's find a socket. What is that? Can't read it. Too big, whatever it is. We got all day. Let's find the right socket. Hope this ain't metric. Well, maybe it's both of them. Let's see. It ain't that one. Don't have my glasses. Well, I do. They're in my pocket. But I don't have to look any farther. That one fits right there. It's a 10 millimeter. Don't quite fit, but it looks like it ought to be a little tighter than that. What's the equivalent? Okay, it looks like 2 bolts, one in the back, one right there inside the right rear corner. I don't feel one there. I feel a screw, but that's farther down. 2 on this end. Rather than use the 10 millimeter socket, got this little quick connect from my impact wrench. It's 10 millimeter too. Whoops, it's too long for that. We do got to use the socket. The only thing I can come up with is they designed this thing where average Joe Blow is not going to want to take a wrench and disassemble his lawnmower to jump it off. They want you to call the shop. I'm hoping I can just jump this thing off and get it to take a charge. If not, I'll see about buying a battery. I won't take that one out all the way yet. Let's loosen these. There's one there. One there. Nope. Nope, I better leave that. I better leave those alone. Let's take this one out. That one looks longer. Nah, same thing. I must have missed one. Nope. There was only 3 bolts holding that booger. Well, by George, look where they hid the battery. Okay, if I jump that battery off and get it running, it's going to smoke up the whole garage. I need to pull it outside before I jump it, or right after I jump it. So let's move my tools and get the Husqvarna out of the way. Guess I better go move the car. All right, we'll pause right here. I think Walter's going to be able to jump that battery off. Now, whether it'll take a charge or not, I don't know. I do need to be cutting some grass, and we can put the charger on there. It's not corroded or anything. All right, let's go move some vehicles. Well, I moved the car. I had to clean up some oil over there. My Husqvarna is leaking. One project always leads to another one. I had to clean up a bunch of oil. I think the rear seal is probably leaking on that Husqvarna. Got oil leak from somewhere. I could have swore I took 3 screws out of that fender, but I only see 2 laying here. I hope I didn't kick one off to the moon somewhere. It ain't under there. Anyway, it's possible that I've lost a screw. It ain't under there. Let's see if we can jump this booger bear off. Now, I haven't charged this thing since I bought it, but they say it holds a charge. We're fixing to find out. Been laying on a shelf. It's flashing green. I guess that means it's about ready. Let's lay that right on the fender, on the tire I mean. I assume black is negative. If not, we're going to see some fire. Alright, pick up these screws before I lose another one. I'll lay them right inside of there. I can just make a U-E right here instead of backing through that oil. Drive out that door. If it starts, that is. If I can get it running, we're going to let it charge a while. Don't want that to vibrate off. Move my ratchet over here. Let's get on board. Oh, I forgot to move the chair. If you got an old office chair, they sure come in handy in the garage. I was told to throw that out, but I get plenty of use out of it. All right, watch it fail me and not start. Choke's already on. Contact. At this point in my vlog, I thought I had it made. Little did I know that there was something wrong with the PTO, and it's going to lead directly to another job. I was so confident I went ahead and put the fender back on the lawnmower. At this point in my vlog, I'm finding out there's something seriously wrong with the PTO. Sounds like it's coming all to pieces. part 2, we're going to see if replacing the battery will fix the PTO. I'm hoping it's a dead cell in that battery, not supplying enough electricity to the PTO.